If you believe that writing is a natural gift given to some people, and you believe that you are not one of those people, then you will never improve your writing. Of course, a natural talent is very important. When we talk about writing or painting or music or whatever, natural talent is important. Shakespeare was not just any person who happened to learn the art of writing. Chopin was not just any person who happened to learn music. Picasso was not just any person who happened to learn painting. Natural talent is very important, but it's not everything. Without this learning how to write, how to paint, how to play music, without acquiring these skills, without learning the basic skills you need to have, without practicing every day, you will never improve. And Shakespeare would never have been Shakespeare. Chopin would never have been Chopin. Picasso would never have been Picasso. This is the same attitude we should adopt when we talk about writing. If you want to become a better writer, you need to learn the basic skills of writing. Writing is not only a skill we can learn and hone by practicing every day. Writing is also a process of discovery. We discover ourselves, our thoughts, our ideas when we write. Sometimes when we write about something, we don't know exactly what we want to say before starting writing. And we discover that as we start writing and as we go on writing. We discover our thoughts, and because we need to think about the topic we shall write about. Also, writing is a way of communication. We communicate with our readers when we write. It's like talking. When we talk to our parents, we use a different language, a different attitude that's different from the way we use when we talk to our best friends, different from the way we talk to our classmates, different from the way we use when we talk to our teachers, for example, and so on. So also when we write, we need to know our audience. We need to ask ourselves two questions before starting our writing. To whom are we writing, and why are we writing? We need to ask ourselves these two questions before we start writing. We need to know our audience, and we need to know the purpose of our writing. One very good way to improve your writing is to keep a journal. Try to practice writing your diary. Try to make it a daily habit. Try to write every day. You don't have to write one full page, and you don't have to write in details. Writing one line would be good enough. The main idea is to turn writing into a habit. Once you do that, you will improve your writing no matter what. You will not feel the progress, the improvement, but the improvement will happen slowly. And also, keeping a journal is something very interesting that years later, when you come and read your old diary, you would feel that you came across a treasure. Write your essay first by hand, then type it in the computer. Then use the computer to correct your mistakes. Use the spell checker, the track changes, the grammar checker also to correct your mistakes. Then type it out and read it out loud slowly. Listen to your voice as you read, and try to detect your mistakes and correct them. Reading your essay in your handwriting is different from reading it on the screen, is also different from reading it printed out. Each format has its own unique feelings, and you will feel that each time you read it with fresh eyes, and you'll be able to discover your mistakes as you read it in a different format every time. Learning the basic structure of the traditional essay will help you write other types of essays. There are several types of essays, and knowing the traditional essay will help you because the traditional essay has some common grounds with all other types of essays. And also knowing or learning the traditional essay will make you a better writer, because you know the very basic structure you need to know, no matter what type of essay you write. And if you become a better writer, then definitely you will become a better reader, because you will know, if you know the basic structure of the essay, you will know when you read an article, an essay, you will know what the author is trying to do in his or her essay, what kind of support the author is using, and how the author is trying to convince you of his or her opinion. And if you become a better writer and a better reader, then by default you will become a better thinker. Your ideas will become clearer in your head, and so on. The basic structure of the traditional essay is what we call 1-3-1, meaning 5 paragraphs, at least 5 paragraphs. One paragraph, the first paragraph is called introduction. Then three paragraphs will be the body of the essay, and the final paragraph will be the conclusion. So 1-3-1. 1 for introduction, 3 for the body of the essay, and the last one will be for the conclusion. In the introduction, you need to state clearly the thesis statement. The thesis statement meaning the topic of your essay. And the first sentence should be eye-catching. You try to hook your reader with the first sentence, and in the first sentence right away with some eye-catching phrases. This is also you try to do if you write a novel and or essay. In novel writing we call it hook. The hook. You must have this hook in your right away from the beginning. You have this hook in your writing in order to raise your reader's interest to go on reading your novel. This is also something you need to do if you write a traditional essay. As for the body, the 3 paragraphs of the body, after stating your thesis statement in the introduction, and we know your point in the introduction also, the point you are trying to make, your point of view, you try to prove this point in at least 3 paragraphs. Each paragraph should deal with a different idea, and you start the paragraph with the idea. The new idea you are introducing is what we call the points. The point you are making, or what also we call author's claim. And then after you make this clear, within that paragraph, you introduce one evidence after another in order to support your idea and to sell your idea to your reader. So this goes on for at least 3 paragraphs. Depends on how long your essay will be. Could be, of course, much more than that, than 3. It could be 5 paragraphs or 6 or whatever. But in each paragraph, try to introduce a new idea and support that idea with several justifications, several evidence, with what we call supports. And the conclusion, at the end, the conclusion should be a summary of your of the essay, of your idea, of the statement you have made in the introduction, and also try to finish your essay with a powerful sentence, with a powerful ending. The same way you started your essay with eye-catching phrase to hook your reader to go on reading, to convince your reader to go on reading, you also end your essay in the conclusion part with a powerful sentence that will echo in your reader's ears after putting down your essay. There are so many books actually we can read in order and can use in order to improve our writing. For example, one of the best books I personally use is this book by John Langan, College Writing Skills with Readings. college writing skills with readings. This is a very interesting book that any student or a teacher of writing skills can use and really benefit a lot from that book. There is also this book, the Language of English Studies by John Dent-Young, is also about the very basic skills of English writing. It's another good book that I personally use, and I think will be very interesting. Another one is On Writing Well by William Zenissa. This also is very easy reading and also has some very good tips for those who want to have an easy reading, and because it's written not in an academic way, but reading in an easy and simple English. And of course, this book, which I consider really a treasure, one of the classics by Strunk and White, The Elements of Style, very famous book, very tiny, very small, but it's a treasure. It's a treasure for those who want to improve their English writing. There are so many books, actually, so many. Actually, behind me, all these books, this shelf behind me, all these books about writing, about how to improve your English, how to improve your English writing. These two books, for example, good books in China, is written by Chinese scholars. One is called Advanced English Writing, another called A New Practical English Writing Course. You can take them as textbooks. You can order them online. Not bad, especially this one. I find this one is really so good. Advanced English Writing, concise and to the point, and very well written, and very, very good. I like it so much. As I said, there are so many books that one can benefit from. You choose the best book you find interesting and helpful and useful to you, and try to learn how to write, the basic structure of writing, the basic skills of writing. And as I said, writing is a skill you can hone, you can improve by practicing every day. And the idiom goes, practice makes perfect, but no, practice makes progress. Practice makes improvement. Every day we try to make some improvement, but will never be perfect. Once we believe that we are perfect, that means there is no room anymore for improvement. I hope today's talk is useful to those who want to know a little bit about writing in general. And for those who want to know about the traditional essay writing, how to write a traditional essay, we'll talk about it a little bit more next time. And the topic will be the writing process. Until then, stay safe and have a nice day, everybody.
فكر في واجبك كما تفكر في حقك، واعمل طلبا للإتقان لا طلبا للشهرة والجزاء، ولا تنتظر من الناس أكثر مما يحق للناس أن ينتظروه منك.